Not yet.
Wait, I better check. Okay. You know,
That's where you are. Yeah, I think we've got. Tonight's meeting report.
Amy Jones. Wendell Carol Brown, present.
right.
Everybody has. I'll move that we accept the.
Second. Wendell here.
Yes.
Brown, yes.
Yes.
Docket number. Eleven here.
That report for the Annika variance petition. Docket number. 5. Hearing date. Person property owner, and Catherine. West of the very. Vision section. commonly known. In Lynn Town. Property is located. Zoning and grant. Zoning. Actually, yeah. Front yards. Do the fish. Portion of the garage. Release it. Right. Two bedroom. Added. Five petition. And that would be. Right away. Seven, or right plan, that is the eight there. Nine homes. Affirming grant of variance. Property zoning. Summary. Between the home side and Jasper. So that area will be converted into some. No, between the two and further to the right. I've got additional pictures. That might help. The driveway. Seven point five feet above the. Front property. And their. GIS map. Seventy inch.
I understand from your admin on.
But I understand we from it, so that her reference in front of it, we're gonna merge some of that into living. Area on the backward. For the lake.
In a moment, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think you're clear. Okay. at the end of your,
That's the end, yes.
any other questions for Caleb?
Back to the picture. So it's more than gravel road.
Any other questions, Mr. Caleb, then, ask the petitioner to come up if you would. Microphone. Let us hear anything you want to add or bring it back to the floor. This one right here.
This one.
Okay,
Could you-
on this drawing right here, what we're looking at doing is we're looking at making, garage was actually built in two sections. There's a one-car garage built, and then there was a two-car garage built on the back of it years later. So you can see, I see one-car garage here, and then they added a two-car garage over here. Looking at doing is turning the one-car garage into a living room and attaching it to the house, so that right now we've got the kitchen, dining room, living room, all in the space of about, it's really tight. There's 12 of us right now between little kids and everything. So it's really tight. So what we're looking at doing is we're looking at moving the living room and creating a new living room, and then taking the kitchen, kind of creating a separate dining room where the living room currently is. So basically what we would do on this drawing is this would become the living room here instead of in this house right here. Put a connector to connect the house to the new living room. And then an ideal world, what we talked about doing, which I don't think is a real big deal, is tear this back garage down. When they added that two-car garage on, I'm not sure exactly what contract they used. They did a really bad job. So anyway, the slab is splitting, the doors don't work right anymore. It's basically the foundation is moving out. So I would tear that slab out. Hopefully I can do it with the same contractor there, but that's just replacing the garage. I would just do it with quality materials, basically quality this time. There was no quality. So basically what we're doing is, and because of going out this way, we would basically expand that one-car garage by a little bit so that it meets the same profile as the front of the house. It's set back right now about 10 foot. So we would move it out so it looked like it was all part of the house. Then there would be a connector on here, and then we would add the deck on that so that the deck would all flow to match the existing deck on the house.
This is a little tardy right now, but I assume you're Stephen.
I'm Stephen, I'm sorry, yes, Stephen Bannon.
Okay.
And it's the deck that would bring it just a little closer to the side property line.
Well, the deck and the building itself, because when it was originally built, it was a garage, which is a non-living space, which I think the setbacks on that is like 5 foot or something, so.
Three.
But so it was obviously within that guideline there. This is the garage was within that, I think it was. By moving this out, it puts us to about 70 inches, maybe about 6 foot. And then the deck, which I consider deck living space, it goes to about a little over 4. As I said, I don't know if it's this. We've talked to all our adjacent property owners. Everybody is thrilled that we're looking at doing this. Nobody had any concerns whatsoever. I think if you went back and looked at the pictures, yeah, like this one. Okay, this is my neighbor's house. So this is my house up here. This is the front garage. This is the back garage. Looking at moving this forward a little bit so that it matches the front of this house.
Hey, sir, could you do that up here?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Your finger isn't showing.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the existing house right here. This is my existing garage. You can see this. This kind of fans out. This is the two-car garage. I would like to tear down. So we're looking at moving this forward so that it matches the profile of the front of the house. So it looks like it was all done at the same time. You're going to use exactly the same materials. It gets over it. It's a little bit closer to the property line, but you can see I'm not going to have any air versus. This is my neighbor. He's living right down the park. Anything I do up here is not going to affect his view. He parks his boat trailer up here. He's got a bunch of junk parked up. He's got a little shed up here. He said, I have absolutely no problem with what you're doing. My other neighbor is over here. He's thrilled with it as well. So,
The plan shows 2-story addition.
yes,
Are you planning on going to?
I And Mark, yes, with the new part right here, it would have, basically I would have a living room on the bottom section and I'd put a game room. We've got 5 little grandchildren right now, and when it rains, there's not a lot for them to do, so we're looking to put a table up there, maybe a ping pong table, something where they can survive inside without killing each other.
Could you? Give us where your septic system?
My septic system, the actual tank is right here off this pathway that goes down to the water. Get right here, and then the fingers are somewhere out in this area right here.
System?
It's an older system. We actually had Brown County Health Department out there maybe 3 weeks ago. And we were looking at putting a bathroom in this new addition. And so we looked at all the issues with the bathroom, and they basically said, well, you'd have to rip out every tree in your front yard. You take half your driveway, and that would give you a half bath.
So what you're proposing, it will have no impact on existing.
No, I don't want it to either. I'm not adding bedrooms, I'm not adding bathrooms, I'm not changing plumbing, I'm not doing anything.
So there's no additional pressure.
No, absolutely not. Same people are gonna be there. And again, it's not, I know you've got to worry about the long-term impact of this, but this is a house that I've got kids in Chicago. We're down here 3 weekends a year. That system is not getting used anyway. And as long as I own the place, which pass to my kids and pass to their kids, it probably will never get used for it. So it shouldn't have any impact on the system. And we've had it, Sweetwater requires to have it pumped out every 5 years, have it inspected every 5 years. We've had absolutely zero problems with it ever. And I've owned the place for 20 years, 23 years.
Got yourself lucky.
I am very lucky. Yeah, and believe me, I know that. I've got a septic system at my other house in Carmel, and it's not been a problem. Thank you.
Is there anybody here tonight who wants to? I'd entertain it.
I move that document number 25 dash for variance from the residential time setback requirement. Yes.
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 That's just been.
Can I just ask a procedure?
All right, and approval letter.
Okay.
And then you'll come in and get the building permit.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Welcome to stay, but you can leave if you'd like. I figure you might have better things to do.
Thank you. We live in Carmel, so we gotta get back home. Thank you all very much.
The next item of business tonight is document. And to
Staff report from Hunt Tourist Special Exception. Copy number 20. Here's the problem. Jonathan Jennifer. But since then. Site plan. Ordinance provision are kind of here. In chapter 1. Chapter 3. driveway access is by the state road. Approximately out of the zoning and currently in use. Property is currently zoned for R1 residents. Real findings, one, the home. Two, during the meeting on February 8th, 20. 3 guest rooms. Site plan. A pergola. 512. Additional limit. The number of guests allowed will remain by the tourist managed by the. 6, there's impact on native properties that. Findings of fact. None of the ground county code. Exception for. Findings. First homes are allowed in R1 zoning. R22 guidelines. Exception guidelines and conditions. Following conditions. Unaltered guidelines will be met. Number of guests will be limited to 8. Free property boundaries will be marked with those. Firearms. 5 or elected 911 address sign. Property grant a special exception for use in any district after a hearing under section 7.2. It finds that and staff recommendation. Staff recommends the site plan changes are minor. There will be no further impact. From the
Caleb, any questions from the board? Is the petitioner here tonight? Yes, ma'am. Like to add anything to Caleb's staff report? Is there anybody here tonight that wants to speak in favor of this petition or against this petition? Yes, ma'am. If you come up to the microphone and identify yourself, let us.
Hi, Dina Patrick, I'm here in town, and I'm not for or against, I guess I have more of a question on, the addition of the pool and hot tub, and whether or not they have talked to the health department about the permits for that. Because I understand the county is getting ready to pass a new, spa and pool ordinance, and, so I'm just wondering about that.
The county or the town?
The county. Yeah, if it's set for, in October, we're gonna be talking about passing the ordinance, they have it written. So there are some new rules
Who is going to be talking about?
that the Broward County, Health Department has on to the commissioners with a new ordinance. They're gonna be speaking about it at the first commissioners meeting in October, and then probably voting on it at the second, is that a second meeting?
I think they're revisiting their entire fee structure, and this subject came up, and they also were notified by the state Board of Health, I believe, SDOA, that they're gonna be expected to start inspecting. So, whether the ordinance actually has been written specifically for that or not.
There's a draft,
But there's a draft.
yeah, there's a draft of it. And I guess my only other question is, you know, we've talked about tourist homes, and, I guess they call it the commercial septic system, but that's just making sure it's up to code. Is that correct? So they don't have to do anything about that?
Yeah, her septic system would have been approved with the original section,
Okay,
with the original
okay,
petition.
okay. I I just had those questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Yes, sir, you had your hand up, I think. Did you want to speak to this? Okay. Sure, go right ahead.
So can I, follow what you just said, that's probably, that's the reason that we don't have anything in here, resident septic system.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, and that was,
and that would have been before, obviously, you know where I'm going with it.
yes, so the original date of that special exception.
Yeah.
February 23.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's clearly before the state approved.
February 8th of 2023.
Yeah. I would assume the state would be okay. But it's kind of,
Well, I think it's more,
so.
it's more, yeah, obviously we can't because there, but it sounds like it's not. It's more of a permit fee, right? It's not, you have to get approved to get a pool or a hot tub.
I have not seen this new ordinance, so I don't have any idea.
Interesting.
I think we can only reach a decision based on.
I would encourage the petitioner to put a fence around the pool.
They already were. They're in the 5 foot. So then, no, money comes out.
Well, I think I'll bring this back.
I'd make a motion.
Andy made a motion to.
I said,
Did you?
I couldn't, well,
Well, in that case. Okay. On you.
I'd like to make a motion to approve number 25-12 as submitted, with the following guidelines, all tourism conditions be met, the number of guests will be limited to 8, property boundaries will be marked, posted signs, notice will be posted to prohibit the discharge of firearms. A reflective 911 address sign will be placed near the driveway entrance.
Well, then I'm, no, I was just listening.
We have a motion. It's been seconded to approve.
Tyler Brown,
Yes.
Randy Jones,
Yes.
James Boyd,
Yes.
John Melberger,
Yes,
Nate Wales.
Yes.
your request has been approved. The next item on the docket was 25-SE-13. The petitioners have requested that this be tabled into the BZA. Table.
I'll second that.
We have a motion to table the docket number 20. Yes. Seconded. When you're ready.
Randy Jones,
Yes.
James Boyd. Yes. John Melberger,
Yes.
Nate Wales,
Yes.
Tyler Brown.
Yes.
Item on our next.
I think that brings us to 4.
In regards to our finding of fact, is this just what we're actually putting with the, we don't need to vote on? We do need to vote.
We actually do need to vote, to accept this as written. On it.
I make a motion to do so. To approve, Grant County zoning appeals written finding of facts and conclusions of law on docket item 25-A-01.
All right. I will second that motion. Any discussion about these? Everybody had a chance to read them as they stand now.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Dave, this is a modified version to this is what this is. I think that's what he
Those- The John submitted proposed findings, the red type, there are amendments,
your amendment.
and then, yeah, the strikeout.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
And then I've got one that's with the track changes off of there. So
Okay.
there's a final draft to sign.
Any other discussion about the motion to accept these as they stand? All right, I don't hear. Danielle, roll call vote, are you ready to accept the findings of fact and conclusions of all this document?
Jane Clark. Von Delberger,
Yes.
Andy Doyle, Darla Brown,
Yes.
Randy Jones.
Yes.
Good. Dave, any announcements or?
The Carpenter Legacy Management is filed a petition for that, and we'll meet at an executive session in the near future to discuss that.
Who was this? I'm sorry.
Carpenter Legacy.
They filed it, what?
Was the petition for judicial review.
They like the court to review.
It's a good thing we put our findings of fact on the record.
I don't have my calendar, but maybe it would behoove us to try to schedule that executive session now, or if you'd like to do it by email.
Yeah, I didn't bring my calendar.
What you just said.
Okay, we'll do that. So, Caleb, would you be kind enough to send out an email, Dave's availability, your availability, and then pull everybody else to do it?
Sure. Does 6 o'clock work for everybody? Does earlier work?
This mostly depends on if you pick a Friday afternoon, I can probably get here earlier.
I'm down for 6 a.m.
No, PM.
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible, so
Okay.
we'll see how everybody is available. Let's start with Dave's availability and Taylor's.
You know what I mean? It's not tied to any,
Yes.
you could put that behind
I agree.
any packet. We're gonna sign it twice.
No,
Huh?
You're,
Okay,
yeah,
The whiteout rate.
okay. Ready, break.
Randy's like,
don't go anywhere.
Read the directions.
You signed twice. I signed it, I heard Jake. That's what I told you. Big time.
all right, you'll be okay. Now,
She's gonna reprint another one. I don't.
that's cleaner.
I can't let out. Oh my gosh. It would look suspicious, right?
Just. You look better if you print it, if you can.
Since we know this is likely to be used, let's make.
Exactly.
Yes, my name.
Everybody has to.
Hey,
There's paperwork. to do that.
Next month, meet the. But that time change us. It does.
They do. Yeah, they're a completely different ordinance.
Okay, I don't see that on our.
Usually the addicts did not carry over.
Yeah, my hand is shaking.
Too much pressure.
You're welcome.
I think you're good.
Better.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm on the other side. Thank you.
yeah.
I was looking like I disappeared.
No, on the first.
So sign it on the right.
Sure, go ahead and sign it twice.
Yeah.
The president has been said.
So
Want the rest of it?
no, I'm good.
Okay.
What I was trying to understand was since the unanimous, whether or not those who voted no are willing to vote yes to accept these findings. of fact and conclusions.
findings is accurate.
And the conclusion.
Those were the reasons.
Not necessarily the conclusion.
It said the findings of fact, not the conclusion.
I think
agree
it's,
that was, I agree that's an accurate recitation of why the board did it. I'm
okay,
just approving the findings. I'm
Great.
not saying I'm not changing my vote.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
make sure.
not even. No, we're testing, find the fact that it's that. I think. Maybe I should have signed it twice. Maybe I was wrong.
Right, then. I guess I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Danielle, roll call. Sure.
John Delberger. Andy Boyles.
Yep.
Tyler Brown.
Yep.
Jason Jones.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I know our German.
You want?
German dude.
Meeting is adjourned.